The next recipe is gluten-free Scotch eggs, which is probably one of my favourite recipes. I do love a Scotch egg, and a homemade Scotch egg is a really lovely thing. You need to make sure your flour is gluten-free for the coating. I've used a corn flour, but you can use any gluten-free flour that you have in your cupboard. Also, your breadcrumbs needs to be a gluten-free bread, and then you just dry them out in the oven, a couple of slices, and then pop it in a food processor to blend to a crumb. We've actually also developed a potato Rosti coating. So this is just a jacket potato which is boiled in water for 15 minutes, then left to go cold, and then we're just going to peel and grate this. That's a great crispy potato coating as an alternative to the breadcrumbs for you. Make sure your sausages or your sausage meats are gluten-free. 4 Scotch eggs is never enough, I can assure you, but for the recipe today we're just going to produce 4. We put our 4 eggs into cold water. Once it's boiling, we then time 3.5 minutes for a nice soft runny yolk. If you want a hard-boiled Scotch egg, you cook it for 6 to 7 minutes. So that's our eggs boiled. So we're now going to put them in some nice cold icy water just to stop the cooking, to make sure you get a really lovely runny yolk. Okay, so we're just going to season the potato, pepper as well, breadcrumbs. The great thing about using gluten-free sausages is actually the amount of sausage meat in one sausage is a perfect size. So, you know, you're going to get a good even layer. Remember, there should be a nice soft egg inside, so you need to be careful when peeling them. Okay, so there's the eggs all peeled and beautiful. Let's put 1 sausage in your cling film. And we're just going to squash it. Pop your egg in the middle, and what you want is just a nice seal, so you get an even layer of sausage meat all around, and that's quite important. You get an even layer so it cooks evenly. We're now going to do the coating, get them coated in a little bit of flour, and the reason you put the flour on is just to give it a seal on that sausage meat and help with a nice crispy coat as you bite in. And then you go from the flour to the egg, and then into the breadcrumbs. We're going to put that in to the potato. Okay, so for the Scotch egg recipe, I'm actually going to deep fry mine, which is a real indulgence. You can quite easily oven bake them. If you are deep frying, please make sure you always use a clean fryer and clean oil when producing gluten-free recipes. Okay, so we're gently going to put the Scotch egg into the oil. We're going to cook that for 5 minutes. So there you have it, gluten-free Scotch eggs, 2 great coatings. We've got the gluten-free breadcrumb and we've got the grated potato. These are absolutely lovely for lunch boxes, on the go, and if you're happy to share, why not have them for lunch or parties? Enjoy.